Festival Choir started in 1984 as a festival for the 10th anniversary of Mississauga being named Mississauga, becoming a city. And we came together first just as a festival choir, people coming from all over, different choirs, to sing together just for this one shot on July the 1st out in Port Credit. And after the concert, there was enough people that said, you know, I don't sing in another choir. We should really think about staying together. And so that's what we did. And we did Messiah at Christmas, that very first Christmas. We did the abbreviated Messiah. And the rest is history. We've been performing together ever since, with me for 21 years and now with David Ambrose.
I think as members, people are drawn by the variety of repertoire that we do. MFC has made its name by doing a whole wide range of genres, so we are not pigeonholed into one style of music and yet try to learn all of those styles in addition to the repertoire. I think another part is the fact that it is an open door policy. And so for some people that takes away the fear of what might be an audition process or a selection process that they feel they might not be up to. And I think inevitably find that they're stronger singers than they think. They're surrounded by a good range of abilities, and in addition to our section leads, I think that they find that they can raise their own game.
I was very glad to find this choir because I had looked through all the ads and they said you needed to audition. I didn't trust my voice enough to audition, and this was a community choir and you just walk in. It was Laurie then still. And I was very happy to find it because I thought, okay, and I can now explore my singing abilities and to enjoy music because I play the piano and I love music, and this is one avenue for me.
Certainly I'd say it's inclusive of all. I think the choir draws a wide variety of folks, both age-wise as well as ability-wise. So it's a great safe place for folks that want to come and engage who maybe don't have a lot of musical ability, but it also has now, I think, achieved a level where it's also a comfortable place for folks that are really excellent musicians and can share their musicianship to help teach and mentor those others that are maybe struggling a little bit more.
I love how welcoming the choir is. Every time a new member comes in, you know, this year was the first time we've ever had this new member orientation, whatever thing, but you know, until then, I don't think it was really necessary because I think the choir was just so welcoming, and every single time a new person came in, they were just welcomed with open arms, and I guess everyone just wants to be there, you know? I guess that's really what makes the choir so strong. It's just that sense of community really makes everyone join together and just sing excellently, and I just think after all these years, you know, it's only getting better.
The Mississauga Festival Choir is this incredible community for anyone who enjoys music, especially through singing, to come together and to create music in a space that's safe, that's comfortable, and where essentially everyone is accepted and welcome to contribute.
The repertoire excites me because I know that it's things that are going to push us and challenge us, and that the ultimate product is going to be something the audience will enjoy. And that process I love. So it's the rehearsal process for me is as exciting as the performing, because I love watching the light bulbs go on as we start to understand music more, as we start to get the text more, as we start to gel as a musical ensemble together.
We have a very diverse repertoire of music here, and some of what we do is very challenging. Some of it's simple, some of it's old, some of it's contemporary. We really run the gamut. I think an exposure to different styles of music from different eras, different themes, it all really mixes together well to build a well-rounded singer.
David is doing a fantastic job keeping up with, you know, the type of music that, the caliber of music that the festival choir sings, because I don't think as many choirs can do the type of work that we did here in the festival choir.
I really like the way David is helping us grow.
At the end of a concert, when the choir says, "I can't believe we pulled this off," they went in with some trepidation, perhaps a little insecurity in the music, and then they discovered, wow, in performance, with the conductor right there, and them paying attention, they made the magic happen.
When we've taken on some really challenging music, and when the choir has really not only understood the music, but brought the text into it, where we've really communicated as musicians. And there's those performing moments when all of a sudden everything comes together and you can see eyes up and faces communicating and text being clear, and you can hear the appreciation from the audience, even though it may not necessarily come in the form of raucous applause. It's just that idea that we've really had a moment here. We've found something, that music has come to life, that we have lived it, and that we've sent it out there.
I've never been a part of an unauditioned choir that is this good. There's so much talent and dedication here. It's just an amazing experience to be a part of.
The MFC has a really good balance in the community. It's part of the culture, and it's a balance between musical excellence and fun. I think for an organization to lean too far one way or the other, that's when you can sort of lose personnel and you start to see some attrition. What MFC has done well, and I think really it's through the board, and this really started, I think, through Lorianne Dolph years ago, and David Ambrose has maintained this culture, that there's this desire for musical excellence to be achieved, and for, you know, to uphold that level of quality in all aspects of musical performance, while at the same time realizing that this is a community choir. People are here for recreation. You know, no one's getting paid to do this. We're all here for fun. And I think that's really the secret sauce of MFC.
There's a nice social aspect, especially with the people that you sit around, you sit near to. You kind of sit in the same place each week, so it's nice to have that like camaraderie with your like vocal section or go altos.
I find I come to the choir, and both the people and the experience of singing together, I just go home like energized, like the fatigue is gone. I'm good for another hour or two after that. That is part of the magic of singing in community. It's such an uplifting thing and such an energizing thing. And I think for me, that's so very important.
It's like a medicine to me. I can't imagine my life without this choir.
And it's a choir that it doesn't just focus on singing, but also focuses on giving back to the community.
From the start, community engagement was in our mandate because we sang at that 10th anniversary for the city of Mississauga. And so we were formed with that in mind. We would go and sing various places, Square One, at the Civic Center for Christmas. We'd do some caroling. We would go to seniors' homes and do some visits like that. And so I think it was important that we take, not even the whole group, but even a small group within the choir, out and sing for people who couldn't necessarily get to us.
The really powerful community event we participate in is Festival of Friends, which the choir founded and hosts, and not only gives back to the community financially, but creates community amongst the singers and performers in the Mississauga and Etobicoke area, where other choirs come together and join us with a shared goal of making music together, and we can enjoy each other's repertoire as well as enjoy the excitement of a massed choir of hundreds of people performing together.
I think it's come a long way. The group has really developed. I think artistically, the choir has really developed into a real force within Mississauga, and I'm really excited about the directions the choir might be able to take in the future. And I hope that that excitement translates out into our community and really has an impact on folks.
I think the MFC is such an instrumental piece of Mississauga's entire arts culture. And I think now that we've been around for 30 years, I see MFC as this mainstay, this anchor in the arts of Mississauga, and I only see growth ahead for this organization, and it's really exciting to be part of.